Well, let's get this show started. October 28th, 2020. We're like a 1 week away from election day. It's gonna be a clusterfuck and a half. I have to actually be in Pennsylvania. I have to be in Pennsylvania on the 3rd. The day of election day, I'm flying. So luckily I got that shit taken care of early. Things are good. So before I get too into the weeds, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure there's a decent amount of people on the chat once they're all on, or at least at 40 or so. I'm gonna start talking about taking a step back and what does that mean? Like stepping back in the relationship to assess where you're where you're at, and I'll explain what that means. YouTube Corrupt, the number one fan, I believe in this chat on this channel for sure. Everyone's wondering the most disingenuous question of the century: how my family's doing. Fuck all you, because you're not. You definitely don't give a shit. You're just saying that because you think that's gonna get my attention, or it's funny to say it because I said you guys don't even ask about my family. So 40 people on, beautiful. Let's start talking. What does it mean to take a step back? Like, what does that mean? All right, you're seeing somebody, you think it's going good. Everyone's hanging out. Everyone's like, I like the new profile picture. Thank you. That's Shelby Dave chilling. JB in the house giving some money to the chat already. $2. Thank you very much. Appreciate you very much. So taking a step back. So let's say you're seeing a girl and you have no idea where you stand in the relationship. Maybe you haven't banged yet. Maybe you talk a lot, you text a lot, and you're like in dating limbo. Well, there's a real quick way of figuring out where you stand. There's a real quick way of figuring out where you're at. So early on in my second or third dating, this is 2 years ago, I started dating, kind of figuring things out. And I started noticing that I was sort of in limbo all the time. I was like, what do I do? Like, does this girl like me? You sound like a fucking high schooler at this point. You're like, does this girl even like me? Does this girl, is she seeing other guys? Where does she value me? What is she doing? So I kind of just stumbled upon this. One day, I just stopped texting a girl. She was like super, in terms of checking the boxes, ideal. Tall, redhead, light skin, had a kid, younger, good looking as fuck. So I'm like, where do I stand with this chick? She must have a bunch of suitors. She must have a bunch of guys up her ass. So where do you stand? Well, I just stopped texting her. I said, you know what? I'm going to move on. So I moved on and started, messaging other people and other girls and went on a couple dates. And about a week passed. And the first girl was like, hey, where you at? I was like, well, what do you mean where I'm at? I don't know where I'm at. Because when you're always pursuing, you're always pursuing. So you're in that mode of like, I'm going after you. I'm going after you. I'm going after you. And when they never come after you, they don't reciprocate, you go, well, what the fuck is this? Because it's like, dating is like taking care of your grass, right? You put investment and time in, and you hope that motherfucker turns green. So this relationship was not progressing like I thought. What do I think a relationship should progress to? Don't worry, Josh Bergman. I just started. How's it going, to Danimal? YouTube says, when you say you stopped texting her, were you always the one to initiate the conversation and you stopped, or did you not even reply to her message? YouTube Corrupt, I was always the one initiating. I'm very big in communicating, and it is my love language. If you have a love language, it is physical touch. You gotta fucking touch me. You gotta bang me. You gotta suck me. You gotta fuck me. And you gotta talk to me. You gotta stimulate my mind. You gotta say non-stupid shit. So I was always initiating. So I just said peace. So I started, dating other girls, and she came back like a week later. Hey, where are you at? And I said, interesting. She came back. Or she messaged because, I think she was used to me saying good morning to her. How are you doing? I hope you have a good day. Did you get home okay? What'd you do today? And I'm like, I'm being a fucking chick. So I just said peace. Started, pursuing other girls. And all of a sudden she was like, hey, like what happened? I'm like, what you mean what happened? She was, well, I used to get good morning texts from you. I go, yeah, but you never reciprocated. You just would say one word answers, short one word answers. Okay, thanks, busy, hung out with my friend, went out to drink. So I'm like, you're not thinking about me like I'm thinking about you. So I'm just going to move on from this situation. All of a sudden, a switch flipped on her. Well, I don't know. I thought that I go, you thought what? You thought that I was always going to pursue you like forever? And that the relationship would be based on me pursuing you forever? No, there is no back and forth. So I stopped cold turkey all of a sudden. And that's how I left it. So then she's like, well, what can we do about this? I didn't reply. Went on about my business, did my thing, hung out with some friends. About 6 hours later, I said, honestly, the ball's in your court. The ball is in your court. I'm Scottie Pippen, and I said, here you go, Jordan, do your thing. And let's see what you can do with the ball. So now she's hitting me up, a couple weeks, like a day or two later. Hey, good morning. I go, hi, how are you? She goes, good. What are you doing today? I don't reply for hours. On purpose, for hours. I said, hey, sorry, got busy, like at fucking 2 p.m. And she texted me at 8. Oh, I'm sorry, got busy with work. That's it. And she's like, what are you doing tonight? Now, I hadn't got on a date with her. We had just matched on Bumble or one of them sites, and I hadn't met her in person, and we were just like talking. And now she's pursuing me. Now, who has control in that situation, guys? Me. What I did say is, here you go. I'm done pursuing. Now it is your turn to see where you stand in a relationship. Now, I have done that with others where I feel like I am the one pursuing. When I don't feel like I'm getting the similar rapport or similar feeling back, I go, bye. And sometimes they just fall off the fucking face of the earth. And sometimes they go, hey, what's going on? What's going on with you? Now, the most recent thing, a month ago, maybe more, going out. I went on a date with a girl who was pretty fucking awesome. Very, very pretty, ideal, very nice. Met her. She was very much an alpha female. Did CrossFit, has a couple kids, very attractive. And I did not make it seem like she was top shit. I just said, hey, you're very nice. I had a good time. We'll talk. And I just went away. I didn't text her. I didn't tell her when I got home. Nothing. And I was like, let me see where that shit lies, whatever. Nothing happened for a couple days. All of a sudden I get a text. Hey, what's going on with you? I've been thinking about you and I haven't heard anything. I didn't even know if you got home okay. I was like, oh no, I got home okay. So now what I did was take control. So I urge you guys that are out there dating to not be this sad sack kind of guy that's constantly up their ass. You gotta eventually make them chase you. Now, Roy Jones Jr., I love Roy Jones Jr. as a boxer, but I like how he thinks. He was on the Joe Rogan show not too long ago, and he told his kids, don't date the hottest chick, date the chick that is gonna chase you the most. And I was like, my man. I love that. He said, man, because if you're chasing, that's the game. You're constantly chasing. Casey, Kasey, says, hey, Alex, good to see you again. Hello, Casey. How are you? And then one of the guys here was looking for you, Casey. One of the guys, I think, wants to get your number and stuff. So Casey, Kasey. I think one of the guys here wanted your number or something. So, I mean, I understand it's hard to live up to this beautiful face. So, ended up kind of letting her take the reins and see what happens. And that's when I started going, that's where you find out really quick where you stand in the relationship or how they view you. Because sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you don't know if they like you. They just go, she goes, oh no, that poor thing, Casey. Poor thing because he has a lot to live up to with me, or poor thing because you ain't in that groove. Let the guys know in the chat. I'm sure the guys want to get some, something going in the chat. So that's a really quick thing to figure out where you stand. A lot of women like to be chased, and they say that they're old school. What that means is they don't want to try. Now, if they're pursuing too much, too hardcore, that can be a negative thing. But honestly, I've never had a stalker, and I've always wondered if I'd like that. Like, I've always wondered if a girl would be so infatuated with me that she'd be all up in my ass, and I'm like, I don't know if I would like that or if I wouldn't like that. But that's a quick way. Basically, don't text back right away. Look, be a nice guy. Don't be a scumbag, especially if you've gone out a couple of times and you want to know where you're at, like where you're at. That's going to be a real quick indicator of what the deal is, where I'm at in terms of this relationship. How does she view me? Now, because at the same time that I was talking to that girl, I was talking to another girl. Look, I'm out there. I'm out there. So this girl I had known for 2 years. We would hook up once in a while, this and that. And I did something I thought was such a fucking genius move. So I had the suspicion that she was I was just like side dick, like dick on the shelf, because we'd hang out, come over and stay over. And then I would do that like once a month, twice a month. So I'm like, all right, I'm just side dick, dude. Side dick, dude. I get it. In my mind, I'm like, I'm side dick, dude. So she probably has another dude. Who the fuck knows? I don't care. I didn't care. I didn't put the pussy on the pedestal. I didn't care. So I said, are you seeing anyone else? And she's like, no, I'm all yours. I said, oh, okay. Inside, I'm like, yeah, right. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. So, she went home, and then I said, hey, I wanted to see if she was going to put the rubber to the road. I said, hey, let me ask you a question. Did you ever think about us being exclusive? Now, that is a conversation that some women apparently just blows their mind that it even comes up. When you're seeing each other, if you have never had the conversation of exclusivity, it is me and you. I assume you are double fisting dicks somewhere. So I don't stress it. So with this one, I asked, are you seeing anyone else? She says no. So I'm like, I'm going to call her on her bullshit. So if I'm supposedly the only guy she's seeing, I wanted to put a label on it. Let's put a label on it. Nothing would change. Nothing would change. Meaning the situation stays the same, except it is known that you are my girlfriend. And I can take ownership of this. Some women go, I would love that. I would love for a man to say, I'm yours and he's mine. But this one I suspected was doing some shenanigans. So I said, hey, have you ever thought about having the talk about exclusivity? And she goes, oh, I'm not seeing anyone else. I said, okay, fine. If you're not seeing anyone else, then why don't we just call it a relationship? She goes, I'd love to. What was her answer? Dude, her answer was mind-blowing. I was like, what the fuck did she say? Let me see. Let me look it up. Give you a little window peek into my life. Oh, no, it's not here. Oh, bitch, you got rid of it. I think I got rid of it. Yeah, I got rid of it. Sorry. She said something along the lines of, I'd love to take that next step with you or something like that. I said, okay, call it a relationship. She says, yes. So in my mind, I go, this ain't a relationship. I'm just going to wait to see how long it takes her to realize I have a boyfriend now in his mind. So if I want to fuck around, that means I would be cheating on him. So that means I don't know if I want a boyfriend. Right. So you want to maintain me as side dick status, which is fine. But I wanted to call her on her bullshit. It's no different than poker game, and you just say, fuck it, I want to see your cards. Are you bluffing or not? Because she's saying all these things that you're my only and this and that. Okay, good. Let's put a label on it, and let's see how quickly you remove and rip that label off. And sure enough, 5 days. She's like, hey, this isn't working for me. Now I see her on Snapchat, I see her on Instagram, I see her on Facebook, because she's out at parties, she's out with her friends, and I'm like, dude, there's a cock right behind that fucking camera somewhere waiting for her to pounce. Because if she's partying that much, even during the COVID shit, she's out there, she is meeting guys because she's out with her friends. I'm like, good, guys hit on her because she's a very attractive girl. So sure enough, she goes, hey, this isn't working for me. I don't think I can give you the amount of attention required. Basically, she pawns it off on you being the problem. You require so much attention that I don't think I can give you what you need. Look, baby, let's be serious. You want to fuck other dudes. You wanted me to be side dick. And guess what? This dick is too good to be side dick. This bitch is too good to be side bitch. You claim this bitch up. You say this bitch is yours. Own the bitch. If you are saying this bitch is yours, claim that shit. Treat it like it's yours. If it's not, bounce. So taking a step back is a good way to assess where you're at, how you fall into these relationships. So you don't end up in dating limbo. Do you know how many women end up in dating limbo? And you know, these men that I thought were just being chauvinist pig assholes actually get what they want. They go, shut up, bitch. Get out of here. I'm just going to do my thing. And the girl goes, oh, why doesn't he like me? What do I have to do for him to like me? And they do everything. They do everything he wants. And he's just like dismissive, dismissive, dismissive. Once you become this simp, peddling, lovey-dovey, up their ass type shit, some women don't like that kind of, guy. So if you want to know where you're at in a relationship, take a step back. Step the fuck back. Say, you know what? I'm not going to text her for days. And if she reaches out to you, the moment she reaches out to you, says, hey, are you okay? You got her. Hook in the mouth, tug on that shit, and be like, bah, gotcha, bitch, bah. You're mine. You're mine. And now you have to maintain that. Maintain that level of, I can disappear at any fucking time. So watch your step type situation. It sucks that it's come down to that because honestly, in my experience, that's how certain type of women respond. Now today, I talked to someone at the gym that I hadn't seen in forever, and that is probably the exception. And I'm like, wow, she was just super cool, super nice. It's not weird. It's a nice conversation. And I'm like, see, women like that are far and few between. But by and large, if you take a step back, that's when you really know where you stand in a relationship or if you're dating somebody. So tell me if I'm wrong. How many of you guys have ended up in limbo? Dating limbo. And you're like, where? I like her. How do I even know if she likes me? How do I even know if she's into me? What the fuck do I have to do? Because you're thinking that. You're going, wow, what the fuck? I'm doing everything right. I'm getting her flowers. I'm getting her this. I'm getting her that. What the fuck do I have to do to make sure that things are good? Honestly, I don't think it's a good idea to be up their ass. Now, someone texts me and says, I disagree. Guess what? When I ignored that person for a little bit, they came back. It worked. Some people say, oh, no, I disagree. When I disagree when guys engage in conversation or when guys engage me, that's when I'm interested. But yeah, I ignored you and you came back. Exactly. So that'll be interesting how that works out. Okay, let's get into it from the beginning and we'll start talking a little bit with the people. There's 130 people in the chat. Awesome. YouTube Corrupt is in the house, loud and clear. Schmitty Schmitz, JB said Pato, and then he said Reacher versus Settler. How often are you in either position? Reacher versus Settler. Can you define that a little bit, JB? Mechanical Thor got butthurt and said, I'm number 375th fan. I'm just saying, YouTube Pro Banner Free Speech is on it. It's like, it's 8 o'clock, boom, and he's on it. So I love that dude. When you see some change, I always let them put a label on there. I always let them put a label in a relationship. I never bring up what are we bullshit. Exactly. That's a good idea. Just say, we're just doing our thing. And that's kind of taking a step back because Miguel, I get that, but I also understand wasting my time. My knob, it was relationship mode, fuck mode, and it's like here, I'm just like, I can go boop either way. It's because you have more fun that way, you meet more people that way, and sometimes you end up in a relationship when you flip the switch. It is interesting how that works. So YouTube Corrupt says, when you stop texting her. Devin Marth says, put space and see if they go after you. If they do, they're into you. If not, move on. Exactly. If the woman, after you stepping back, does not chase you back, it wasn't meant to be. You were buying her drinks. You were being the foodie date. You were being the lunch date. You're being the plan B. She's fucking a guy who has never paid for her a drink or anything in her life. And she's out there dating dudes, and you could be one of them. Dude, I'd rather be the guy she's fucking. That 2-year girl that I'll come over, here's a White Claw, fucking get out of here. That was great. I didn't have to spend any fucking money. But then I'm out there dating a girl, taking her on a date, and she gives me a hug? You had 3 glasses of wine. That's at least an over the pants hand job. There has to be like a chart as to what you're owed. And a lot of guys defend women when they say, you don't owe anything. Yeah, I do. If she doesn't even reach in her fucking wallet, if she doesn't even reach in her fucking pocketbook or even ask, hey, okay, you want to pay? Okay, wait. You want to pay? You had 3 glasses of wine. You got appetizer. You're paying more. Oh, I don't want to split it. Okay, then I'm getting my dick rubbed in the parking lot. Something. A kiss. Something. Oh, no, you're not my type. Then let's split the bill. Let me know at the table if I'm not your type so we can split the bill. Fuck all that. Frank Weaver says he's here. The reality is that messes with her ego, Alice. Exactly, Alan Galvin. The reality is when you step back and a woman thinks she's hot shit and you deny that, and she probably sees you as less than. She probably goes, he ain't that hot. I just got him around so he can pay for my dinners. And then you go, pfft. She's like, oh shit, maybe I'm not that hot. Oh no, I suck again. 3 inches long and hating life says, Bicho, I subscribe to the channel. Looking forward to learning about these new cards from you and Frank. Awesome. YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech says, I have the short answers. To me, that means you're not interested. I hate the short answers. To me, that means you're not interested. Exactly. Hey, how was your day? Good. What are you doing? Eating. What are you going to do later? Hang out with my friends. I'm like, get the fuck out of my life with your one sentence I haven't asked. Conversation is key, says the Danimal. That guy's an adult. Eric V says, what's up? Miguel Navarrete got that. Miguel Navarrete says, at that point, you make her come to you and cook dinner together. To cook dinner together. You come here to cook. You're cooking. Cook dinner together. What do you mean? Fuck you. 2 girls have come here and cooked complete meals for me. They got the bitcha and they both, no, one didn't stay over. And shortly thereafter, she was the one that tried to catch me in the trap. She came here and cooked an Italian meal. And then a day or 2 later, she was like, hey, how come you're still on Match? And you matched with my friend messaged you and you didn't message her. I was like, oh, you're fucking playing games? You come here, cook, you think you own this shit? No, that means you came here and cooked and we fucked and you're done, right? You're still auditioning. You don't have the job yet. You're still auditioning. Keep them auditioning. Guys, keep them auditioning. Never give them the job. Then there was Casey that said hello. The Danimal. One person is usually more into the relationship than the other. You damn Skippy. Manny Hernandez says stop being a simp. What's up, Alex? Oh no, that poor thing. If Casey was in Texas. And Jason Freiberg says Roy Jones was one of my favorite of all time, and that's a great quote by him. It is a great quote. Chase someone to chase you. You're gonna be with someone that chased you because they're gonna be into you. I'm like, you know what? He ain't wrong. KC said she is a Texas girl, born and raised. YouTube Corrupt says, how do you differentiate between communicating and giving your fair share of effort, being aloof, and perhaps subconsciously increasing her desire for you? Yes. Because once she's in, she's in. And I'm sure that they think he can ghost me at any time. And the fear of ghosting, a lot of women, and it's not fair to all women, but a lot of women don't like being ghosted. Why? Because they don't know why. They have no idea why they got let go. And sometimes you don't need to know, ladies. Ladies, you don't need to know every single little detail about why I felt to stop talking to you. You're not owed that. Because are you ready for a real answer? Let's say you got ghosted, young lady, and then all of a sudden you don't know why, but you can't live life until you know why. And the guy hits you, or you hit the guy up a bunch, and he keeps skirting the subject. He doesn't want to talk about it, but then he finally goes, your pussy's dry. Your breath stinks. Your tits are too small. Are you ready for that kind of answer? Sometimes, ladies, you don't need an answer. I don't need an answer. If you ghosted me, I go, well, she just, for whatever reason, she ghosted me. I've been ghosted plenty of times. And guess what happens every single time they ghost me? They hit me back up a month or 2 later, because if we hooked up, they probably go, damn, that guy was a good dude. And now I'm just like super dismissive of you. You're just like, bleh. So don't be looking for answers. Don't be looking for answers if you don't like what might come your way if someone's really honest. Because if we were honest with women, guys, we all lie to women. We all lie. Not big lies, little white lies. We don't say everything. Everything's fine. Oh, you look great. When actually I should say your pictures are all filtered. They have that smoothing filter. You look pockmarked and you look super smooth in the pictures. You're really not 5'7". You're 5'4" with 3-inch heels. You're 20 pounds heavier than your photo, or you take great angles. Your hair kind of sucks. One eye's a little crooked, and your nose is kind of weird looking. We lie. Baby, you look great today. Why? Because it's not worth nitpicking. I want a guy to be honest. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't want a girl to be honest. Hey, baby, how's my dick? It's wonderful. Even if it wasn't, just say it is. V8 or Belay says, never put the pussy on a pedestal. Never put the pussy on a pedestal. Whoever edits Alex's videos is fire. That is me. That Mechanical Thor says, dang. The Danimal says, ownership. Haha. Say hello to my little friend. How's the family, Alex? Says El Coyote. Miguel Navarrete says, never trust a woman on what she says. Pay more attention to her actions. Exactly. Every woman lies. They don't look like that. They're not that tall. Their tits are not that perky. And the picture is taken at a 45-degree angle to hide the width. Men go, their profile picture is like, we're not like, okay, look at my chin right now. Look at my chin. Check it out. My face is kind of round, right? Face is kind of round. No thing. But if I go like this, look at that jawline. Look at that jawline. Isn't it fucking amazing? Look at this shit. Chiseled. But then, right. So if every picture I took was like this, like you women, you go, look at this. Woo. If I'm constantly flexing my photos, let me see that. If I'm constantly flexing my photos, no, guys go picture, they go, I don't even shave. Women are like perfectly made up and they're fucking sticking their neck out like a fucking pigeon to make sure their fucking double chin doesn't show up. And then I make you laugh at the date and you go, and I go, oh, what the fuck is this? Exactly. You lie. Girls love dickheads, says the Danimal. Greeting friend, says James by you. Miguel Navarrete says, with women you give and take back, keep them hooked. Exactly. Yeah, to give and take back. Give a little bit, and then you go, I'm dismissive. I'm going to hang with boys. You got to play that game. Because, guys, a lot of women don't like to play games. But if you don't play games, how do you know who's winning? You always got to be winning. Nick Santarpia said, and he's gone. He's fucking gone. Where'd he go? Nick Santarpia. Man, I was with a girl for years, and she turned into the going out drinking girl, and boy, it went south quick. Fuck that. She tried gaslighting me and everything. Cut that shit out of my life. Look at him. Lady T was one of my favorite episodes. Chris Jameson. Jamie Jam says, for sure, way too many times. 3 Inches Long in Dating Life says, I enjoyed the episode with the little Colombian girl. Yes, maintenance girl. I would say mechanic. Maintenance girl. Stop doing the buying flowers. Do a little less for them. He's not wrong. I haven't bought flowers in forever. Look, there's certain women like romance. Certain women like the men chasing you. Old school shit. Old school. These women are women, not 20, not 30. I'm saying 40 and up. They've been through shit. So they're like, I'm not going to get with some guy if he's some fucking punk and he just wants to get in my pants. I want him to romance me a little bit. So if I treat you that way, count yourself lucky. That means I hold you in high regard and respect you. But I'm not going to do that to everybody by default, because then I'm just some sucker ass hoe giving everyone flowers, looking like a bitch. Don't do what 97% of men do. He's not wrong. Devin Mars says, absolutely. I feel the more you tend to chase, the further away you push them. And then when you put distance between yourself, they either come back or disappear altogether. I'd rather one or the other. Bitch, make up your mind right now. And not when all women are bitches, but you know what I'm saying. you're either going to be with this shit or you ain't. But I ain't going to be in the middle. I ain't going to be in the fucking middle. I'm not going to be that guy that's going to be just waiting around for something to happen. I hold myself in high regard. Why? Because I know what I can offer. I'm a good guy and I'm a fucking catch. That's the way I look at it. And I'm the hot chick. And if you're not doing things to keep my attention, it can easily focus elsewhere and I can go somewhere else. Now, if you are such a wonderful girl that I am focused on you 100%, count yourself lucky. You're doing all the right shit. But if you're not, I can bounce. Parker's 89. Parker, go lightly. He says, hook, line, and sinker, brother. These girls eat up assholes up front, gentlemen on a date, and blow them out in the bedroom. It's Slaughterville right now. They can't get enough. Dude, they love that shit. They love asshole upfront gentlemen. They go, hey, how about you come over to my place? I'll blow your back out. I'll cook you a shitty, mediocre Plan B omelet and send you on your way with a shitty Uber. Not even the badass shit. I'm going to send the Prius or the Corolla here. Oh, my God. They get so wet. Oh, you're going to treat me like shit? One girl I was... So I'm not into pain in the bedroom. I'm not into, but I was banging a chick one time, right? Give her the move, and she's liking it. She's liking it. Everything's good. But then I kind of had a position where I kind of was moving myself, and my hand ended up close to her neck, and she wanted me to squeeze on it. She kind of grabbed it and was just like, yeah. Now, that turned me off because I don't like a girl that gets off on pain. Now, if I smack your ass really hard, I'm okay with that. But so then I said, okay, so if she likes this, she must love getting her hair pulled. Sure enough, she had enough hair that I can go like this and go like this and yank. She loved that. And I was like, oh yeah, this girl's a slut. No. She just likes a lot of pain. No, you're a slut. You like getting fucking turned out, hair pulled, choked. What's next? Fish hook? The Blumpkin? What's next? Jelly donut? I mean, what the fuck? You treat a woman like a celebrity, they will treat you like a fan. Wow, Miguel. That's a very good line. Very good line from Miguel Navarrete. You treat a woman like a celebrity, she treats you like a fan. That is wonderful. Warlord Raw says, hey, Alex, just joined. Anything juicy I missed, bitch? Oh, well, you want me to just repeat myself all over the place? Mechanical Torso was a joke. 3 inches long and hating life says, I used to be the guy who was always buying flowers and taking them out wherever they wanted. And I was never a priority. Right. And when I'm just sitting home, chilling, working on my cars and dismissing these girls, they're hitting me up. WYD, what you doing? And I go, nothing. Oh, dude, what a stupid conversation I had. It was like, WYD, I said NM, not much. And then I said, come over. She was over in about 40 minutes. I was like, I didn't even have to work that hard. Why? Because I took her out, treated her good, then I just stepped back. I said, let's see what you're going to do. I never saw her again after that. So either the sex was bad, which I don't think so, but I think she just wanted to get laid. And I was like, all right, I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that. Ethor one says, at that dating channel, you may have answered this before, but it seems like you have everything you could want in life, and you seem content. Why do you continue to pursue a relationship? Ethor1, you are on the money. Now, a lot of men out there, 42 years old, let's say you're in my position, which is not that common, apparently. I'd like to think I'm in decent shape. Not jacked, not a big fucking muscle head. I just like to eat cake, so that's why I work out. But I'm really happy. I have race cars. I have 2 channels that are fucking making money. Guys, it's making the same money I make at Lund Racing. Like, it's making good money. I'd love to be able to talk to you about it, but then I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or boasting, but these channels are rocking and rolling. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. I don't have kids. I can go wherever the fuck I can. At the drop of a hat, I can go. Let me go to California and fuck around with some chick up there. Let me go to Pennsylvania and fuck around with some chick up there. Let me go. I could do whatever the fuck I want. So why do I pursue a relationship? Because honestly, at the end of the day, if you're floating like that, where like I am, it can become empty and lonely after a while. Don't get me wrong. You have the attention of multiple women. They all know that you're dating. They're not weird about it. They're kind of okay with it. But then when you come home, You kind of do your own thing. You've already worked on your cars. You've already cleaned the house. You've already done everything you need to do. And sometimes you just want someone to talk to. And I don't want to pick up the phone and talk to some random chick that knows me at a very light level. There is a layer of, there's a chunk of me that likes depth. I like a woman knowing about me, caring for me as I care for her, and we can grow together, meaning, establish a life and grow together. Now, I get it. You guys just want to bang and slay, and that's a lot of fun. And I'm telling you, I'm the switch is ready to be flipped to be like, fuck this. I'm just going to flip it back and be like, I'm just going to do my thing. And it's not that much different. The difference between relationship mode Alex and fuck Alex is I take you out on a date, do that stuff, and then I don't give a shit about you, and I go on another date, and then another date, and then another date. And by date number 4 or 5 with 3 or 4 different chicks, I can probably get laid 2 to 3 times a week by different women as long as they want, until one of them either try to put a label on it or they get tired of me or I get tired of them. But that becomes empty after a while. I did that, and it's cool, and you still maintain some of those friendships, but you just become that guy that just, oh, yeah, it's just some guy. So when you want to see where you lie in the relationship, what if you end up liking one of those girls? And I guess that's how I met my ex. So I'm like, that's not a bad thing to be. I can be relationship Alex, meaning I'm paying attention to you, being, super attentive. But if I go, fuck it, I'm just going to go dating and fucking shit, I might meet a relationship in that. But the problem is when I'm in fuck mode, I don't even look at you as a relationship type. I look at you as someone to bang. So that's the double-edged sword that I'm working with. Ethor. Women really be out there today just letting dudes take them on dates solely for the free food. You are not wrong. Foodies. And they talk about it with each other. They go, I just want a free meal. And I'm like, no, you're going to get a coffee date. I'm going to see what you're doing. If I'm paying $50+ for a meal and it's going well, and you think you're going to get away with just a hug? You got me fucked up. You got me so fucked up. Robert Coleman says, ever deal with a highly religious woman that's a narcissist? So, not too long ago, I was talking to a girl that was like a born again something. Now, I think that's a little weird. Usually born again somethings have been really fucked up people in their past. Or they got some demons they're battling. So they feel a reset button, a religious reset button is going to change their life. But the problem is you're still the same individual. You're still fucked up. So you're battling the fucked up things you did and the fucked up ways you thought, and you're thinking religion is going to put a cap on that, where it doesn't. It's like a Flex seal on a boat. It's a temporary seal, because I have met women that are born again whatever the fucks, and they're sucking that bitch out like they were rave girls back in the day. And I'm just like, boy, you don't look religious right now with this dick in your mouth. You look like a whore. So they can revert back real quick. So once, I don't date anyone that's super religious one way or another. Someone that says, I want a relationship with a man that loves God. Left swipe. Goodbye. Not because I am not respecting your religion. My lifestyle is not going to be in tune with your lifestyle. It's just not going to be. I'm going to say some off-color jokes. I'm going to say some shit, and you might not like that. So let's just leave that alone. Screws every man that winks at her. Alex, how much power will my oh shit wrong channel, says Lil Coyote. Floppy Duck says conversations are important, but what about guys who struggle to make interesting small talk? Those guys are empty inside, and those guys probably were raised or were the quarterback in high school. Remember the 50 Cent quote? Damn, homie. I thought you was in high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? I got the series Beretta when it come to the cheddar. Oh my God, I love that song. That's Wanksta. A lot of guys peaked in high school and they lived off their looks. And some guys still do. So they didn't have to develop a personality. A lot of guys just fucking, there's some stupid ass motherfuckers that don't know how to have a conversation with a woman of substance. So when a woman of substance meets some dud, they're like, what the fuck do I have to do to squeeze words out of this guy's mouth? He just says really, really dumb shit. There's a lot of that. Look, there's a lot of women like that. There's a lot of guys like that. In Florida, it's like 90% that. Cobra says, this girl sounds stupid. Casey526 says, oh my God, Floppy Duck, I got you. Eric M says, YOLO, you should check Coach Corey Wayne channel. It explains a lot of women behavior. It all made sense to me when I read his book. I'm not aware of him. I'll have to check him out. Marcus Viney says, Alex, say you get ghosted and she comes back. How do you know if she deserves a second chance? You put her in fuck mode because you don't care. Marcus Viney. If she ghosts you, you go, okay. If she comes back, you now have control of the situation. Act accordingly. Say, you know what? What happened? No, don't even, who cares what happened? And she's like, hey, 3 months later, hey. And you go, hey, sorry about, not talking to you. And you're like, it's all good. Like, don't care. And they're going to go, wait, he doesn't care that I ghosted him for 3 months and I all out of the blue hit him. I had a girl not too long ago say, hey, I'm working tonight. I'm like, congratulations. What the fuck you want me to do? I think that was an invitation for me to come to see her. So you want me to drive an hour south and not have guaranteed pussy? You got me fucked up. You got to lay it all out there. You got to say, Alex, I want you to come see me, hang out at my work, and after work, you can come back to my place. I'll be there. But if you're like, hey, I'm working tonight, I'm like, sick, congratulations. Hope you have a busy night. Alex, you look great today, says Cobra Built. Josh Bergman says, in my best Jack Nicholson voice, you can't handle the truth. Enrique Chido says, Alejandro, ¿qué onda, wey? YouTube Corrupt says, so do you have less success when you are in nice and say good morning, how was your day, how's your work, versus being casual and acting like you don't really care? YouTube Corrupt and a free speech? Yeah. I got to tell you, man, it's a weird world. It's a weird world where I have had more success. Now, define success. Fucking? Hooking up? Yeah. Absolutely. You have way more success being dismissive and not reaching out to them, hooking up, for hooking up and stuff. Again, if you're looking to get to know the crust of a woman and really get to know her, you say good morning, hello, how are you doing? But when you find a woman receptive to that, it's very far and few between. Cat Itachanda, whatever the fuck his name, he goes, stop messaging this girl because she started playing games. Now she's been sending me messages wanting to talk. Ain't that some shit? Reacher, have you ever dated someone who was way out of your league? Settler, have you ever settled for a fat fee? Okay. Reacher, have you ever dated someone who was way out of your league? Settler, have you settled for a fat fee chick because the thing was calling? Yes. Absolutely, JB. You have that phone number in your phone right now of a girl that's a little chunky, not that good looking, but she's DTF all the time. DTF all the time. The problem with that is you're kind of embarrassed to bang that person because you're like, if this gets out that me and this girl are fucking, my stock is gonna drop fast. So you got to kind of play the game there to see if that's something you want to do. But I've never dated a girl that I thought was out of my league. I thought, oh my God, this girl's super pretty. Wow. But I don't go, man, what, I got so lucky. Like I see guys on Facebook all the time. How the fuck did I land this chick? And I go, you're right. How the fuck did you land that chick? Let me hit her up. Because you're already insecure about yourself in the relationship. You'll already be giving out the air, the vibe that she's better looking than what I deserve. Sick. So I'm going to slide. I'm going to slide in that. What? Yo, homeboy say he too fat. I see these girls on Instagram, they're fucking jacked, their asses out, which, look, you do that, cool. I'll fuck you, but I won't date you. And you see their man, and I'm like, boy, don't even work out. Boy's chunky. Boy got flabby arms. Boy don't even make the sleeves tight. I could slide in there. Has it happened? Yeah. I've seen girls that I think I can slay. They got men. And I'd be like, hey, because they're putting their ass out there. Why are you putting your ass out there? Why is a woman putting her ass out there if she's with a dude? Is it okay for me to show everyone the chicken heart? Is it okay for me to just chicken heart people on Instagram? Is it okay for me to show them my fruit salad? Oh no, honey, it's just for my followers. It's all good. I'm just gonna wear really loose jogging pants and have a boner and be taking artistic pic and put a filter on it and go, I'm just taking pictures for my fans. Oh, my massive boner is being shown through the jogging pants. What's wrong, honey? It's okay for you to show your camel toe while you're doing yoga. What's wrong with me showing my cock through fucking jogging pants? Fuck out of here. Matt 2011 GT says corpse guy would dig the pain. Yeah, leave it to Beaner. Would be like, oh my god, I can't wait to you leave it to Beaner. Would probably like to be killed, and he'd probably like to be killed, fucked, and then brought back to life. He said that's the thing that gets him off the most. Casey 526, what's up, homegirl? How you doing? She says, wouldn't a relationship be great without ego? The concern of who's paying for what, and just be able to talk like normal. It depends on the guy. So a lot of men by nature inherently are the providers, and they have to be comfortable that they're equal providers. Some guys would be super, let's say KC 526, let's say you make a ton of dough. Let's say you make $250,000, $300,000 a year. Now the man can't be seen as like a sad sack, meaning you split everything in half. If the bill is $300, $150. If the mortgage is $2,500, $3,000, $1,500. If you're saying, no, baby, I'm going to pay all of it and you can do whatever the fuck you want. Okay, now we're going to feel taken care of and you're kind of like sugar mama. So we go, all right, so you got it. So, okay. So two things can happen. The man can be super insecure and go, I got to earn more. Or he could say, shit, I like it. I don't even got to go to work. And then you're going to have a guy that's lazy hanging around and you're paying for everything. And then you're going to go, well, I don't want that. I want you to be ambitious and I want you to follow your goals and do things that you want to do. But you're paying for everything. So I don't have to be ambitious and do anything. There has to be a little struggle for us men or a goal. And if life is easy, some of us lay back. Me, I'm going to get my shit no matter what. But it is better to just have no worries about finances. But even at the rich level, at the actors, actresses, high-end people, they dump each other all the time because of net worth. One makes 100 million, the other one makes 15 million. It's still millions. Like, could you see Brad Pitt with who's like a B-list celebrity woman? Like Brad Pitt, because he's a good-looking guy. He's getting old. He's long in the tooth, but he's still good-looking guy. I'm trying to think of a B-list celebrity woman, like an Insta-thought or some shit like that. Like, could you see Brad Pitt with an Insta-thought that has 2 million followers? You're gonna go, wait a minute, why is he with her, right? And if you're out with your friends and let's say my girl's making a shitload more money than me, anytime I buy something or I'm driving something or I'm wearing something, all my boys are gonna go, oh yeah, your sugar mama got you that, and I'm gonna go, you know what, fuck you. But she did, so fuck you. I wouldn't have an ego. I'd be like, baby, but pay it all. I don't give a shit. But some guys are insecure about that because they like to be providers. We're genetically predisposed to be providers like that. KC526, thank you for the donation. That was very nice of you, baby. Never act hungry for a girl. Skinny Go Stretch Mark says, I struggle to make small talk. I also hate it. Not to make excuses, but I was very sheltered growing up. Mother would lock me in the house and wouldn't go outside. God damn. Always critiquing friends. God damn, Skinny Go Stretch Marks. You got some issues you got to work out. Therapy might be for you. Alex, does the body count of a girl matter? If so, what number do you start worrying? If it matters for a girl, why doesn't it matter for a guy? I know why. Because the more you fuck, the better, right? For a guy. For a woman, the more she fucked, the bigger she's labeled a slut. I don't give a shit how many guys she's fucked. I don't care. Because I'm going to be the best one. Right? That's what I think in my mind. I don't give a fuck. You haven't had this bitch, yo. You might have had Kyle's and Keith's and Charlie's and Bob's dick. But you haven't had some Alejandro dick. You know what I'm saying? But it does not matter, the body count. I don't give a shit. Why? When a baby crawls out of there and destroys the vagina and it's okay to go 3 months later, your dick is not going to fucking make that big of a difference. Miguel Navarrete says, here is helpful tip. Never be in a woman's emotional tampon. Okay, you had one good one. Don't kill it with an awful one, please. You had one good one. Leave on a high note. Walk out. Fee means ugly in Spanish. Fea. Fea means ugly in Spanish. She said, what does DT, KC526 says, what does DTF stand for? Down to fuck. She says, oh, never mind. Down to fornicate. No, it's the fuck. 3 inches long is like, gave KC526 the answer, and he goes, by the way, my name's Logan. Hi, Logan. Insane Mustang says, man, I'm done with these dating apps. Either match or nothing past a few days talking or go on a first date and she isn't on the app. She isn't what is on the app. What other way do you go about meeting chicks? Insane Mustang. IRL. IRL. In real life. There are men that I envy. And I watch them work and I go, how do you do that? How do you do that? I was at Yard House one day and I had my salad alone because I eat alone. And I'm eating. There's a guy at the bar, very outgoing, pre-COVID. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Knows the bartender's name. What's up, Bobby? Hey, give me the Yingling fucking IPA, Elemental P, Yukon Jack, Goldschlager. Let me get one of them things. And he gets it, and he right next to a fucking hot chick. And he's like, hey, what are you drinking? And she's like, Yingling. And he's like, hey, Yingling for the lady. And he's, here you go. Hey, this one's on me. And then she's like, oh, thanks. And then he talks to her for a little bit, and you can tell she's not about it. And he's like, hey, you have a good night. Oh! And then he goes over to the other side of the bar where there was other hot chicks that were a little more loud and having, hey, what's going on here? And he just, the rejection did not affect him. Inside I'm going, oh my God, do I have a nose hair sticking out? Does she not like bald guys? Did I smell? This guy was like, oh, hey, no, oh. He doesn't care. He just goes I was like, what a guy. So sometimes in Zane, you're just going to have to nut up. And if you see a girl that you find attractive, say hello. At the gym, Publix, fucking parking lot, fucking go to a soccer game at 10 a.m. somewhere where there's some single mom watching Billy suck at soccer. And she's like, oh, who are you here with? Oh, no, I'm an assistant. I'm an assistant to the next team that's playing on the field. I'm an assistant. Which one's your kid? You know, some sucker asshole hitting the ball. And then you're like, oh, which is your kid? Oh, he's good. He's good. Yeah, fuck anything. In real life, that's old school. Pre dating apps. Definitely hooked up with a girl and I was embarrassed to admit I was fooling around with when I was single, but she was a freak. Some big girls can just slay. I mean, this girl she got it down. It's all good. But then I have to say, I'm looking for a relationship. So I had to distance myself from just a steady sexual experience. You have to you know how your brain works when you have an orgasm. You forget about shit, right? It's a reset button. That's how men are. Once you come, you're like, whoa, oh, whoa. But when you're not banging anything, your brain chemistry changes and you're like, and you're searching for things. So if you're constantly getting satisfied somewhere sexually, it's going to be difficult for you to pursue someone that you actually like. So you got to cut off the shit. Now, I'm one of these guys that's physical first. Physical first. So yeah, conversation's great and getting along and compatibility, but I met miscompatible. You guys saw what happened with miscompatible. Great conversation, Puerto Rican chick, make good money, good fucking money. In person, no chemistry. The kiss was so nothing. And I wasted a month and a half of my life. Nice girl. Did not have any chemistry. Talked on the phone for hours, hung out. We had good time. The moment I gave her a kiss, I should have done this the first fucking date. So if a girl's not feeling sexually attracted to me right away, I'm going to bounce. Because that means there's no chemistry. I'm saying in person. Fuck this, no. I am physical first. JB says, getting some live guests, women soon? No. What? How? No, I'm not. I'd love to, but that girl that I was talking to you about, the one that I checked and I said, hey, you want to call this an exclusive thing? She was someone that I wanted to have on the show, but this is why. She was 25 years old. She was young. We were just banging all the time. It was a good time. But she she would have given you the perspective of someone that you guys probably would not have liked. And that would have been an interesting perspective. But I didn't want to bring her on the show and kind of embarrass her that way, you know, because I'm like, by the way, I have you on the show so I can show guys what women what women to avoid. You know, because that'd be kind of fucked up. So I thought it through and I'm like, no, this show is me. It's all me. You know, if I have a woman guest, that'd be great. But I don't think I'm going to have a woman guest on. Because I have to make sure that they're good for the show. For the show, right? The show, this is entertainment. So I got to make sure that I give you someone that has a unique perspective that'll be beneficial for you guys. I love how naked women are telling me how to control myself. Like, do you realize you're naked? Says High Def. Definitely hooked up with the, got that. If only life was that simple once again, Pat the once. JB says to LFT. He says, the show Happy Days tells you what to do. Be cool, confident, like the Fonz, and don't chase. You know what's the best about a truck? Having a romantic date parked under the stars, setting up an air mattress, and fucking in the bed of my truck. They melt on this bitch, y'all. That's fucking weird. That is such a weird statement, Yonce50. What the fuck was that? It sounded gay as shit. I've been with my woman for 35 years and always helps me achieve my dreams. My 911 Turbo and Mustang and all other cars. James Bayou, that is badass. I'm working on an RS7 daily right now. We'll see what happens with that. Matt 2011 says Matt 2011 GT says dead people don't count. Big dick energy. Okay, forbidden concept. Big dick energy. Get the fuck out of here. He's trying to make it seem like he has a big dick. That's weird. See, forbidden concepts. You're being weird. Right? That's what women don't like. That weird. You're saying weird shit. That's what women don't like. So someone like Mia Khalifa is okay. What's the weirdest thing you've been asked while in the moment with a girl? What planet did you come from? She said, what planet did you come from? And I thought she was being funny, but I think that just came out of her. Now, to my credit, or to her credit, she had never been with a guy like me. She'd never been with a Hispanic man. We swing the hips a little different. We lick the thing. We put the fingers in and we go like this. Come here. And, you know, things happen. And I made everything happen that day. It was like playing a piano and you just did everything right. You hit all the right keys. Everything was on point. The tempo. I did everything right the first time I hooked up with my ex. And she was just looking at me. I just laid down on the side and she was like, what planet are you from? And I just laughed. I thought it was kind of cute. And I said, planet fuck a lot or something like that. Something dumb. So I made a dumb joke. I wasn't that witty back then. But that is the weirdest thing someone's ever said to me. What planet are you from? Limon says, hola Ale, ¿cómo te va? De lo más bien, Limon, de lo más bien. Warlord Raw says, is chivalry? And that's it. He doesn't say anything more. Just gotta go out there with 100% confidence, no fucks given, getting turned down. Exactly. My biggest issue is not having the ability to be extremely extroverted like that. That would certainly present me with a lot more opportunities. YouTube corrupt. You gotta go out there expecting to be rejected. I haven't done that. I've been lucky that if I give a couple of signs to someone that I'm into, they talk to me, or I do a lot of vetting. I don't go out to any girl. I've been to the gym in the mornings, and today I went in the afternoon, and it was a completely different crowd. And I was like, wow, the quality of women was way high. And I was like, whew, wow, this is okay. And you could tell they were looking at me like, well, you're new. I'm like, no, bitch, I've been here forever, but I missed my day. So I missed my morning. So I ended up going in the afternoon. And that was an interesting thing to kind of see. I'm not that big of a guy, but I look different than a lot of the guys that show up here. A lot of guys are super skinny or super jacked, and everyone else is kind of average. And I'm sort of in the middle. You know, I'm 220 plus, and I'm 5'11", so I kind of look tall and somewhat athletic. So I kind of stand out in that fashion because I'm not super skinny or super jacked or fat. I'm kind of like in the middle. So a couple of girls, good looking, you know, they're just looking at you and you're like, should I say hello? You know, what do you do? So in that situation, you can at least gauge, hey, I'm standing out. They're looking at me. I'm looking at them. So if you were in that mode, you can say hello. You can kind of worm your way over there. Just be friendly. Just don't hit on them right away. Don't ask them out a date right away. Just kind of let it be known that, hey, I notice you and I want you to notice me the next time I cut to the gym. We'll build a little rapport and then you ask them out if they're willing to talk to you a little bit. That's not a bad thing to do. I've just never done that. Never had to, really. Impending Disaster says, in my mid-20s, would you recommend settling with a good-looking girl who has her life together? Or smash and enjoy my 20s? I don't want to end up with a girl with a shitty job and a kid, to be honest. If you got a good girl now, latch on. If you got a good girl now, latch on. All my fucking was done in my 30s and 40s. All of the best times I've had was in between relationships. My 20s, I was in a relationship, and my early 30s, I was in a relationship. After I got out of that, in between the first and second, and now, it's the best time I've ever had. So don't think that you can't have fun past 25. A lot of you guys that are in your 20s, you think like when you hit 30, all of a sudden your dick doesn't work. I get more boners now than I got when I was 20. Why? Because I can control this bitch, yo. You know, you with experience comes, once you gain a lot of experience and you understand how your body works and what you like, it makes dating and hanging out with chicks a lot easier because you know how you're gonna handle that big girl. You're like, man, I can't get my dick in through there. That's a big old ass. I can't. That one's real small and skinny and athletic. I know what I can do to her. So your experience dictates what you're gonna do and how you're gonna act. So don't think that in your 20s, all of a sudden, shit's gonna go downhill. But if you got a good girl, it doesn't matter. At any point in your life, if you know you got a good girl with a good job and there is chemistry and in person you guys get along, I think you're good to go. I think you should latch on. Don't be like, oh no, I'm gonna deny this awesome chick because I just want to fuck chicks. That'd be weird. Some dudes don't care. Chances are the girl that rejects you, you won't chase her again. True. Hit on 10 ladies and odds are that you will get a couple of legit phone numbers. He's not wrong, Pat the One says. YouTube Cross says, how often do you cold approach a girl like what you did with the gym girl? Cold. Well, I needed some kind of sign that told me she's into me. So I've approached women. Most of the women I ended up dating or hooking up with were people not from applications. They were like in real life people. Ashley Fox says, I'd rather meet someone in real life than a dating app or Facebook. Have you seen the Facebook dating app? There are some busted ass ghetto bitches on that shit. Time to hit up those little league games, I guess. Insane. One girl I met at a birthday party. Oh, I wish I could say this story. That one was unbelievable. I could say it. So I went to a birthday party shortly after my breakup. And I see this girl come in. And I'm like, look at her. She looked different. Definitely Hispanic, but not all the way Hispanic. You know, you're like, man, look at her. So I was just hanging out. And it was like a kid's birthday party. A buddy of mine knew that I had broken up. And I'm all down in the dumps. And I'm just like, oh, man, you know, like, I got to get a bed. I got to get a couch. I got to fucking start over. I'm not making that much money. You know, just everything. Look, I've been through shit. So you're just sitting there kind of hating life and you're in a vulnerable position. Look, when you're like that and worrying and everything, you give a stank of like vulnerability, right? But this girl comes in and I'm like, oh my God, who is she? So anyway, you see how she handles her kids. You know, she had 2 kids and they were fucking tornadoes. But she was like calm. She was like, oh, you know, and I just laughed. And then she came around and introduced herself to all the women, and it was me and my buddy, and she was like, hi, and I go, hi, and I gave her a fucking smile. I was like, hi, my name's Alex. Nice to meet you. And she was like, oh, hi, which one is your kid? And I pointed to my friend, and she thought that was hilarious. I go, this is my kid. And she goes, oh, I'm like, oh, hey, this is good. She sat down watching her kids on the fucking, the what do you call the tent? The bouncy house. They got a little bouncy house, which just, I was like, and there was nothing but moms, single moms at that point. And I was like, I have found something. Kids' birthday parties is full of single moms. Because they, you know, whatever. So we're talking. And I'm like, pfft. And then she left and I look at her booty and I'm like, that is definitely a Hispanic woman. She had thick legs and the ass. And I was like, shoo, my God. So I was like, oh, I was talking about, who's that? Who's that? And he told me her name. And I was like, I'm gonna Facebook stalk her. Fuck it. I'm gonna Facebook stalk her. Bop, 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 bop. Facebook stalked her, found her, did not friend request. I just said hello on Facebook, said, hey, met you at the party. That was 2 days later, 2 days. Met you at the party. Thought we had a great conversation, you know. And she was like, oh, okay. And then we talk. Within 30 minutes, we were talking about, you know, banging. And I was like, this is good. We set it up. We hung out. And we had like a known, we both didn't want a relationship, but we both wanted to be with each other in that kind of capacity. And if we made an agreement that if any of us felt above and beyond that, we'd need to back off. That lasted 2 years. What a time to be alive. I wasn't dating. That doesn't mean I wasn't hooking up, but I wasn't dating. Insane. Little League games, LOL. How about young guys? What the fuck does it say here? You fluffy, your profile pic. Tangstang50 says, Alex, I dated a girl last year and it started good. Been on and off since January. She slept with my so-called friend because I wouldn't talk to her at one point. Still cries and says she loves me. What do I do? You come on. You started dating a girl. That means you have been fucking, right? You have had sex with her, Tangstang. And then you wouldn't talk to her because I wouldn't talk to her at one point. So she must have fucked up or you guys had a fight. So she got back at you by fucking one of your boys. First of all, that ain't your boy. Second of all, she's from the streets. So just give her back to the streets. Done. You got to be done with that. You got do not even go back. She fucked one of your boys. So the next time you burn the rice, she's going to fuck another one of your boys? Nah, Tangstang. You know what you do? You man the fuck up and say, bitch, get the fuck out of my life. Fuck out of my life. You can't handle things like an adult. You can't have a conversation. You go bang one of my boys and you cry about it. You weren't crying when he was fucking you. How were you feeling when he was fucking you? You think you were going to get back at me? No. You played yourself. You're gone. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Big Booty for the Win says, poor boy 313. Yeah, Tangstang, that's some whack ass shit. I'd be done with that. Like, block her. Don't just delete her message. Block her from Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Block her everywhere. She's gone from your life. Isn't that awesome? How you can digitally block someone and they're automatically gone from your life? It's wonderful. What a wonderful thing. Floppy Duck says, just got to shoot your shot and chance it with a rejection. You'd be surprised how things can work out if you try. You're not wrong. Says Forbidden Concept says, your profile pic, Ash. Okay. I might do that also, says YouTube Corrupt. I always go to the gym and at 5 a.m. and maybe I'll go in the evening and see the different crowd. There's a completely different crowd. And I was like, wow, there's some talent up in this bitch. Mod Motor Race says, Tang, does she love you or just loves talking to you? You invite her over, cook something together, and fuck cooking, goddammit. You're coming over, you're fucking. You're coming over, we're banging. Get to the bedroom. Let's go. You cook when you live here. When you live here, we're cooking. Aside from that, I'm not doing dishes. We're getting takeout. The fuck out of here. Leave her for the streets at Tangstang. Exactly. Tangstang50. Leave that shit alone. Ashley Fox says, that's my backup account, but thank you. Okay. I'm not sure, guys. Tangstang says, I'm not sure, guys. She acts like she don't, but when I call it out, she acts completely different. Nah, dude. Tangstang. Done. Get that. Block her digitally from your life. She done. It's over. Fucking your boy. Did you send a friend request? Uh-oh, Ashley. Who's Ashley Fox? Oh, man, people are hooking up in the chat. I like it. Nick tells Tangstang, Tangstang 50, my man, you need to cut her loose. If it'll never work, there'll always be bad blood. Forever. Let's say you work it out with her. And everything's good. And 5 years down the road, you got Timmy pissing on his diet, pissing on the ground and he's not potty trained properly, and then all of a sudden you guys have an issue, and you're just like, if you hadn't fucked my friend, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. Skinny Girl Stretch Mark says, poor White says, is accurate. Tank says, it's over, man. You can never recover from that. Can never recover from that. High Def says, you know the answer, but you want reassurance. Leave it for the streets. Exactly. Tank Stan says, honestly, man, just been having a hard time with it. There's nothing to have a hard time about. She cheated on you after you guys had an issue. Dump her. Don't be a sad sack sitting around going, oh man, this sucks. You know what cures you from pussy? New pussy. Every single time. Down in the dumps, things suck, life sucks, girl cheated on you, go fucking. It fixes everything. Casey's 526 says, say hello to people. If they're rude and dismissive, they're lost. You don't need that type of negativity in your life. You're the hot chick, says Casey 526. She knows what she's talking about. Absolutely. Nixon Tarpia says, it's hard now, but you got to rip that Band-Aid off. Rip it off. Rip that shit right off. Tankson says, thanks, guys. Honestly, just needed a little boost. Haven't been talking to her lately. Do not talk to her ever again. Dismantle her from your life 100%. And we're here for you, brother. We're here for you. Ashley Fox says, yeah, that's fucked up, Tank Stang. Lots of fish in the sea. Depends on the sea. The Dead Sea, they ain't shit. High Def says, the phrase is used heavily in Red Pill community. Okay, very good. Alex, I'm in my mid-20s, and what's a good way to start smashing middle-aged women, 30 to 40? So women that are going to smash a young guy, they're never going to take him serious. I dated a girl that went out with a guy that was 10 years younger than her, and I said, why? Oh, he was very adult. I go, then that means you're very childish. Because no guy 10 years younger, no guy 10 years younger than a woman is more mature than that woman unless she's super immature. So smash mode, right? You're in your mid-20s. You got to be brazen. You got to have nuts. You got to have balls. You have to approach them and say hello. Now, you don't talk about video games. You don't talk about anything. You talk about them. That's how you get a woman in her 30s and 40s. If you're 25, you talk about them. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? What's your name? Oh, do you come out? What kind of work do you do? Oh, wow, you look great. Hey, are you single? Like, what's the deal? How can a young guy like me get the attention of a beautiful woman like yourself? And they say, look, how about you do this? How about here's my number and you call whenever you want. I don't want to bother you if you're hanging out with your friends, if you're at a bar. I don't want to bother you too much if you're hanging out with your friends, but I'd love to get to know you in any capacity. You're very lovely, and here's my number. Walk away. Get a call right then and there. Come fuck me in the bathroom. Me and my we went to the mall. We were gonna steal some shit. We ain't got no money. Met a girl there. Went to chicken. As I said, what that smell like? She's like, oh, it's perfume. Went to the mall. Then we went to chicken fillet. Bitch, get me a chicken sandwich and some fries. 3 people will get that, and those are my people. If you get that whole thing I got, me and you, we can be friends. Oh, Mustang Manny. Unforgivable. My man. That's like the best video ever. It makes no fucking sense. There's just some black guy in the woods that goes, me and my boy went to the mall. We're looking for some pants. We're going to steal them. We ain't got no money. Fuck it. I'm playing it. Oh, man. Unforgivable. It's just one of those weird early internet videos that just was fucking hilarious for no fucking reason.
I went to Levine's yesterday, get some pants for me and my niggas. I was gonna steal them, I ain't had no money. Met a girl there, trying on some skirts. I was like,
what that smell like?
What that smell like? She was like, huh? She didn't know what to say. I was like, bitch, don't make me ask you again. Anyway, got her number. The next day we went to chicken fillet.
Chicken fillet.
Place in the mall. When I got there, I was like, bitch, where all these people out here? She said, well, it's the mall. I was like, whatever, bitch. Give me a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries.
It makes no sense, but I absolutely love it. It's one of those great videos that you got to watch, like, I don't know, once in a while. It's just great. Waffle fries. Don't say thank you. Just eat the fucking sandwich. chicken fillet. You know, I went to a place in the mall. I said, what did people here? I love that shit. I saw it first on eBaum's World. Remember the old websites? Bangedup.com. Yahoo.com had like porn. What else? eFucked. Remember eFucked? What the hell happened to eFucked? I'm old. I'm old because I'm saying eFucked. Oh, man, what a great thing. YouTube Crow says, I remember those videos, man. Good shit. What are these people doing here? What? Oh, what's that smell like? What's that smell like, bitch? Oh, that's my perfume. What a great delivery. It makes no sense. It's just one of those videos that just never gets old. And we can be friends if you like that kind of shit. eFucked is still up. eFucked is still up. Oh my God. Is bangedup.com still around? Remember bangedup.com? Davian Williams gave me $3 for no fucking reason. I love you. I love you. I love you. What's the website Alex talked about that has the funny underwear? Wish.com. You have to join, and once you join, it's the funniest, most hilarious thing on the planet. LimeWire. Remember LimeWire? Woo-wee, LimeWire. But remember when you were downloading the Metallica songs and then they were like, oh man, we're going to fucking totally come after you. And you're like, you're a fucking bitch. You guys are bazillionaires. I got 15 minutes left, so I wanted to just shoot the shit for a little bit. We've talked about a little bit about everything. Talked about stepping back and not really, you know, being that sad sack that's always there to you know, answer their questions and be there for them. Because then you become a friend and then you get put in the friend zone. I remember a girl that I dated once and then we stopped dating. And then she talked to me again. I said, do me a favor. If you are not feeling this, don't put me in the friend zone. Just ditch. Because I don't want to be in the fucking friend zone. Saying that, I think, made her go, oh, friends is not an option? Women, we don't want to be your fucking friend. If I'm dating you and I've had sex with you and it doesn't work out, it's over. Friends? Because if I'm still talking to you and we're not dating anymore, I'm still wanting to smash or eventually be in a relationship with you, you know? But I don't talk to women like friends. I don't have girl friends. Men and women cannot be friends. Sorry. Fuck that. LimeWire is how you gave your computer AIDS. Right. You were basically the server. People were uploading shit from your computer, downloading shit from your computer. What a crazy world. Imagine that. Mod Motor Race says, Ellie, have you ever gamed money? Have you ever gamed that money to a girl? In my opinion, if you gave money out to a girl, you've have her soul. Gamed out. Mod Motor Ray. I don't know if that's like Taquache fucking thing or from Valley shit. I don't know what the fuck gamed out money. You mean borrow money or given money? I gave money to a girl. I ended up having sex with her, but not for money. But I think it put her in like a different world. Now, if a girl gives me money, I'm gonna make thanks. I don't owe you nothing, right? Like, if you just gave me money out of the kindness of your heart, I'm like, I appreciate you very much and thank you. I don't owe you anything, right? Because if you expect something out of the kindness of your heart, because if you're gonna give me money, and then you expect something for that money, whether it's adoration or whatever, don't give me the money. Hey, Alex, sent you 2 simple shirt ideas for pogos. LOL, let us know what you think. I love that they come in here and go, oh, what do you think about shirts? Guys, get over there at vinylfreaksandcompany.com, man. I'm telling you, those guys are out there with the pre-buys and the pre-sales and stuff. Damn it. He said he sent it to me. So let's take a peek. We got 15 minutes left. It's a free form 15 minutes. Fuck it. I love him. This guy's great. Did I get an email? Let me see if I got an email. Check out this shirt. Pogos, put out or get out. Nothing. There's nothing here. Oh, here we go. Info. Here you go. Shirt, something simple. Put out or get out. Pogos. So what do you guys think? Number 1, Pogos, meaning put out or get out. That is the name of my apartment or wherever I'm living. Where are you? You are at Pogos. P-O-G-O. And let me see if there's another thing here. Put out or get out. Yes, put out or get out. I mean, that one looks a little rough. Oh, shit. I don't know if I want that on a shirt. Because they'll be like, fuck you, asshole. And I'm like, yeah, that might be a little much. But I think Pogos is fine. Some people go, what's Pogos? Put out or get out. Just a Pogo with a Pogo stick. I think that's good. Do you do embroidery or vinyl? Says Vinyl Freaks and Company. There you go, guys. If you want to talk directly to Vinyl Freaks and Company, put your link up. Vinyl Freaks and Company, put your link up right there in the chat so people can go there and buy shirts and do whatever. Number one, discreet. Exactly. Number one. The second one literally says put out or get out, and I think that's a bad look. I tried to explain to a girl that she doesn't have guy friends. They all want to bang her. Every single time a girl's like, hey, Alex, I got to let you know, I got a lot of guy friends. I'm like, no, you don't. You got guys that are waiting. We talked about this in a previous episode. What do you mean? What do you mean what I mean? What do you mean what I mean? Well, let's say, for instance, you hit up one of those guys right now and say, hey, I'm horny. This pussy is juicy. This wop has to get some dick, and we got to make some macaroni and cheese sounds. And if 95% of those guys say yes, they're not your fucking friend. They're not your friend. Stop it. Everyone likes the pogo stick, Vinyl Freaks and Company, so that's the one we're going to go with. The pogo stick. Damn, y'all are getting soft. How am I getting soft? Oh, because I want a shirt that says put out or get out like a fucking retard? You definitely don't know me that well, man. Clave nueva. New key. That means new key. Josh and E. Brown says once, so I can explain it to the GAM fam at Thanksgiving dinner. We do screen printing, embroidery, and vinyl. There you go. The Danimal says, then say, bitch, get me some waffle fries. Give me some waffle fries. Clave nueva, haha. Yolo's girl 22, my lady, says, what to say? Apparel link in the about section. Oh, yes. Okay, guys. So I think I have that in my about section of my page. And I think the apparel link is there, or should I put it there? I think that's what she's saying. So I might have to amend that. I just got so much shit going on that I forget to update everything. Once I settle in and everything, I should be able to update this YouTube page with the proper, stuff. I got Vinyl Freaks and Company and all those guys. So in the about page of the other channel. So I'll have to do it on this channel too. Some Ferrari guy says, advice for a chef that works a lot of nights and weekends, who has his own place, nice cars, nice 5-0 and a daily, smart, funny, but just hasn't had any luck meeting quality women. The problem is the quality women want quality time. But because if you're busy and you're a chef and chefs are busy, you probably don't have time. So you're going to have to just find girls. How are you a chef at a restaurant and not meeting chicks? I'd be fucking all my customers. I mean, hey, come over here. Yep, you get some bitch. You get some bitch. You get some bitch. I mean, fuck off. How are you a chef, good looking, potentially, have your own shit, and you can't get laid? It's not measuring up. It's like being a super successful lawyer that's jacked, has money, and is good, and doesn't get puss. Some Ferrari guy. You have to have some kind of people hitting on you either at the restaurant or someone in similar professions. Don't you go out to the morning to get like your fresh vegetables at the market? You can't fuck someone at the market. Vinyl Freaks and Company. When are the shirts shipping? There we go. Did it meet the pre-buy threshold? I don't know. I am not involved. Yolo's girl says, right, a guy that cooks. Yeah, dude. If you cook, that's like that's like knowing how to dance salsa, knowing how to cook, and having a passport. You just made the girl so wet. I don't have any of those things. Why? I don't give a fuck about traveling. 2, cooking, fuck all that. You cook for me. I need time to make more money. But if you cook, dance salsa, and got a passport, I can't imagine you're not slaying every fucking day. Go bang the waitresses and the hostesses. Absolutely, I do that. Hell, at Utiki, guys are banging everything up there. I bet you the managers are banging everything, and they're good-looking girls at Utiki. I guarantee they're all fucking each other. That's how come they all got COVID. And also at Yard House. Yard House got some good-looking girls, and I guarantee they're all fucking each other. Everyone's the same age. Everyone's between 28 and 32 there. Our kitchen is on a different floor than the dining room where everyone is, some Ferrari guy says. Well, every once in a while, don't you go down and talk to the customers and go, are you like a sous chef? Or like a chef? Like the one they say, yes, chef? Or do you make the sweet potato encrusted salmon? Are you that guy? Vinyl Freaks Company, we're waiting for this pre-order to close on this round of items, then have to print them and ship them, and pre-orders close 10/31. Get your pre-orders in at vinylfreaksandcompany.com. Yolo's Girl says, cooking is porn for women. Exactly. I ain't cooking. Sorry, baby. All you got is this beautiful smile, awesome personality, go-gettedness, and I can sling it in the bedroom. But guys, if you can cook well, like from scratch, dance, and got a passport, meaning you want to go to fucking the Bahamas for no fucking reason, you can get a lot of pussy. So I am limiting myself. We'll be adding hats as well shortly. Badass. Gonna have all the YOLO fucking gear. Claudia Nova says, I told my friend about YDBT and he came across Nut Rider and was telling me about it. Fucking Nut Rider. Pat the One says, some Ferrari guy to cook for the waitresses, hostesses, and the customers' wives. James Bayou says, just tell a woman you want the culinary art school and she gets so turned on. Trust me. Impending Disaster says, leave it to Bean or change your name, bro. Is he here? Monty540 says, if you want to see who's cooking your food, drive around the back of the restaurant and see who's out there on a smoke break. All Mexicans. Here, it's all Mexicans. Or South Americans. Fucking great. Killer food. Nick Santarpia says, I don't know, Alex. I have cooked from scratch. Doesn't do the magic like I thought it would. Hamburgers isn't. Look, I'm not doing any of that shit. Why? I'm the alpha male. I'm gonna order food. I'm gonna have a chef cook it for me. Hey, get over here. You know, you don't like that, baby? You want me to cook? You want me to sit there and slave over the kitchen? You know how much the fucking dishes, like, I am one guy. And when I cook myself a nice little dish, I'm like, how many people fucking live here? I gotta fucking clean up 10,000 things. Fuck all that. Imagine I do all that cooking, all the dishes, and then you're like, I'm too stuffed. Because the last thing I want to do is bang you on a full stomach. You're not feeling sexy when you're stuffed. What woman isn't ready to fart her brains out after she eats? Right? Imagine you go to a restaurant and you're chomping and you're eating and like, hey, you want to go to the bedroom? Move that shit around. She's not going to feel sexy. I am not eating your ass right after you eat a home cooked meal. Because you probably farted or you squeezed one past the goalie a couple of times. And I'm like, I'm not trusting this shit. I am banging you on an empty stomach. There's some gymnastics happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, gymnasts don't go tumbling around and shit after they've had, like, you know, spaghetti and meatballs. Fuck all that. No, thank you. Guy that makes reservations. Exactly, YOLO's Girl. Guy that makes reservation, babe. I'll be like, hey, we're going somewhere. Don't worry, just wear this. Wear a skirt. Wear this. It's casual. It's about wear these heels. Wear this top. We're just gonna go somewhere. They love that shit. Make plans. If you want to see who's cooking, you already got that. I don't know, Alex. Leave it to me. And it says, fucking A, I'm in here. Just getting back from a cardiac arrest save. That shit's better than 8 ball of coke. Did you fuck him? Leave it to Beaner. KC526 thought it said leave it to Beamer, but no, it's Beaner, like a Hispanic. And she was like, oh, okay. Female wants to be friends. Sure, if she introduces you to her sister or best friend, other than that, be friends? Hell no. Guy that makes reservations. Yes, YOLO's Girl, got that. Yeah, exactly. She's going to fart that chicken Alfredo right in your face. No, thank you. Imagine she got something really wet, like chicken Alfredo. No, we're not fucking. We're fucking like at 3 a.m. after that's digested and after you've pooped. Some fry guy says, guess I just need to be a little more outgoing when I'm not on the line cooking. Exactly. You just need to approach people on your way out of the restaurant. You know, smiling does a lot. If you have like a resting bitch face, girls are like, he looks so stuck up. Just like smile like a fucking asshole everywhere. Say hi to people that you don't know. Oh, he's so friendly. Pat the One says never trust a fart. Goalie. No, but I took the Grin Reaper's fucking lunch money tonight. Okay. you know what's funny? If you save someone's life and they become like a serial killer, you should have killed them. The animal says she just had a huge bowl of chili with onions all on top. So, girl that was like a vegetarian, I told you about her. She came here. She cooked a huge vegan meal. It was actually pretty good. I was hesitant to go in there. I was like, there was a lot of chili powder in there. Oh, shit. Someone said, "Is this live? Really? Is this live? Oh, it says live, so is it live?" All right, Alex. N90s with a Halloween dating story. Halloween dating story. I've never had a. I don't have a Halloween dating story. I haven't dated anyone in a while. So I don't have any dating stories. I'm sorry. Yolo's Girl 22 says, "Go talk to the people in the restaurant. Say hi. I'm the chef here. How was your meal? Then give her an extra pickle." Hey, look at that. Yolo's Girl dropping puns. Leave It to Beaner says, "That thought does cross my mind once in a while, laughing my ass off." And Homie Caesar says, "I just stumbled, or I take it easy on me, homie. It's all good. Homie Caesar, do this. Go back and watch some of the videos, like the 10-minute long videos, right? They explain what this channel is all about. And then this channel ends up being a bunch of bros just talking shit about dating, what to do, my experiences dating, things that happen to me, people I meet, what to do, what not to do. I'm 42, single, no kids, never married. So I have a unique perspective on the whole dating game. So I gotta give the young bucks some of the knowledge, and the people my age or older just love hearing about my dating experiences, because most of the people that are watching me are in relationships, and they're like, "Jesus, that's what it's like out there." It is garbage out there, guys. Dating nowadays is absolutely garbage, and I've dated from 20-something years old to 50-something years old, and they all act the same. They all act the same. It doesn't matter the age. They all act fucking stupid. Yolo's Girl says, "Stop talking and come to bed." She's obviously trying to make it known that, she's my girl. She's very apparent about that. How to eat ass. Yes, there is a way of, I told you how to eat ass and what it tastes like. So, all right, let me get out of here. It's been an hour and a half. I really appreciate everyone that joined in. People like JB, Tang Stang, Poor Boy, Davian, Vinyl Freaks and Company. Thank you again for doing the shirt pre-buy. Chris Jameson, Yolo's Girl, KC526. They seem to talk the same, don't they? So, just wanted to give you another show. Hopefully I get you. I don't know if I'm going to give you a show next week. Why? I'm going to be in Pennsylvania. I'm going to be at the Hail Mary Derby, a.k.a. World Cup. We're going to bring the Grey Goose up there with Lund Racing, and we're going to go racing for 4 fucking days. Basically a huge long ass rental. So we're going to go and try to get the car into the 750s. That is the goal. So I might not get you That Dating Channel show, but I'll do my best to upload little videos here and there to keep you guys informed as to what's going on. And if something happens between now and then, I'll make sure to mention it, and just kind of, topical subjects that come up. I will do my best to get you a talking shit episode on Tuesday, because that's when I land. I land at 5:26 on Tuesday, election day. So go out there and vote up in Pennsylvania. So I'll definitely get you guys content on that channel, because that one generates a good chunk of income. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for listening, and for those of you that are new to the channel, go back to the old stuff, watch it. It's a good time, and then you'll understand what this channel is all about. All right, look out for some new videos coming up next week. I'm gonna try to fill in if I don't do a live. Aside from that, catch you Tuesday. See you later.